Hello kids, this is Teacher Didi. If you don't know me, I'm Teacher Didi. I'm French. I have 27 years old and I'm glad to teach you some science lesson. So we'll start with interesting lesson. We'll asking why robot exists and does it someone who use a robot, and we will see that together. So let's start.
Hi, it's Doug. A few years ago, these robots in China broke the world record for the biggest robot dance party. Over 1,000 robots were programmed to do the same dance at the same time. And it looks like they did a pretty good job, except for a few robots who fell down doing their dance moves. They didn't count them in the record. Someone named Adeline has a question about robots. Let's give Adeline a call now.
Hi, Doug.
Hi, Adeline.
I have a question for you. Do people really use robots?
Ooh, that's a great question. And I know the perfect person to answer it. A real-life robot expert named Marita Chang. Marita runs a robotics company that designs and builds robots. Let's give Marita a call now. Hi, Marita.
Hey, Doug. I heard you have a question for me.
I do, and it's a good one. Adeline wants to know, do people really use robots?
Ooh, I like that one. You know, when I was in my teens, I would look around and think to myself, it's so strange that we don't have robots in our world.
I mean, a long time ago, people predicted a future full of robots. Robot hairstylists, robot sweepers, robot everything. But when I looked around the streets where I lived, that wasn't really happening that much. I started to wonder, we have all this technology like computers and video games and the internet. Why can't we use that same technology to build robots to help us in our daily lives?
Then I started thinking, I should just start creating these robots myself. It became my goal in life.
So I studied robotics in school and learned all I could about building them. And guess what? Now I run a robotics company, and every day I'm trying to come up with ways that people can use robots to make their lives easier. That's why I really like Adeline's question. Before I answer it though, I'm curious, have you ever seen someone use a robot in real life?
Okay, have you ever seen someone use a robot in real life, kids? So take 1 minute for think about that, and I will share you my personal experiences. Yeah, I think to people who cook, using robot for cooking. Some you can have basic rice cooker, but can have very developed machine for cooking, or you just have to put some vegetables. You have the recipe, and the robot can cook for you, can make your bread, can wings when it's finished. So I use robot for cook. Maybe you have other example of someone who use a robot in real life. For example, you have a drone. It's kind of robot, but maybe you can find other robots we use in normal days. Some people talk about internet and connected object who can be considered as a robot also.
Now, I'm not sure how you answered, but some of you may have said you've never seen someone using a robot before. Maybe that's because you're thinking about some of the robots you see in the movies or on TV, like this one, or this one. That's what a lot of people think of when they think of robots. They think of robots as having arms and faces, or even talking like humans do. And that's how our idea of a robot might have started out. But did you know that most things we call robots today don't look or act like humans at all? That's because we don't need robots to be human. We need them to be useful. Like, have you ever seen one of these? A robotic vacuum is one of the most popular robots in homes today. It can find dirt, change directions when it runs into objects, and even keep from falling downstairs. Notice, it doesn't look anything like a human, and that's a good thing. Its thin, round shape helps it go under tables and sofas and roll around corners. A robot that looked like a human wouldn't be able to do that very well. And take a look at these huge robots. They don't talk or have faces, but they do have arms. And that's exactly what they need to help us make cars.
Okay, we can see that robot, it's very specific. It's not like a human who, like you, who can do many things. They said, especially robot can do, they are built for something. We can see before the vacuum robot made for clean, and we have robot here, but they only have one arm. Only the arm of the robot is for operate and for build car.
Believe it or not, about half of all the robots in the world are in car factories. Robotic arms lift heavy things like engines, weld parts together, and even paint the car when it's finished. And they don't need legs to walk around like C-3PO to do that. No, they're designed to do one thing: help human workers build cars. And they do that really well. At first, a factory was only able to build one car a day, but now, with robots helping, they can build 1,000. Okay, but what about robots that do?
Now, what I did?
I'm not sure how you answered.
I did a mistake.
Can you, or like the ones?
No, we see that. Okay. Yeah.
Build cars. They're designed to do like C3 when it's finished. And they don't need legs to walk around like C3PO to do that. No, they're designed to do one thing: help human workers build cars. And they do that really well. At first, a factory was only able to build one car a day, but now, with robots helping, they can build one.
You see the improving in of productivity thanks to the robot. We increase the production by 1,000 for car factory.
Okay, but what about robots that do look like the ones we see in the movies? Are there any robots like that? There actually are. Sometimes it's useful to build a robot that can walk and talk like a human, or even an animal. Like, check out these companion robots. Robots like Buddy are designed to keep people company. They can help you send messages, study for tests, and even play hide and seek. And take a look at this robot dog. It almost looks real, and it's supposed to. Robots like Tombot act as pets in places where dogs and cats aren't allowed, like hospitals and retirement homes.
Sorry,
so robots, whether they look like hospitals and retirement homes. So robots, whether they look like the ones in the movies or not, really are useful, and they can make a big difference in our lives.
When I was younger, I met a friend named Jess who's had quadriplegia since she was 1 year old. This means she can't move her legs or arms and do things you and I find simple, like picking up a toy or getting a drink from the fridge. She can't even scratch her face if she has an itch.
And she's not the only one. There are a lot of kids and grown-ups that can't do these things. So I decided to make a robot to help. This is Jiva. Jiva is a robotic arm that can be put on the side of a wheelchair to help people like Jess pick things up. A person can control Jiva by their head movements to move and grip objects, or even scratch an itch. And that's only one way robots are making a difference. Robots are helping doctors with surgery, they're putting out fires, and rescuing people. They're even helping people explore places they've never been before on Earth and on other planets like Mars, where humans haven't been able to visit yet.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance, safely.
Like for the space exploration, we can use robots also.
So do people really use robots? They definitely do. Robots are being used all over the world to help us at home and at work and
Yes.
even in space.
We use robot and we are dependent to robot also. Yes. Thanks to the robot, we can have more free time.
Question. Thanks, Adeline, for asking it.
Thanks, everybody.
Before you vote on next week's
We'll
question,
stop that. Oh, we have a bonus. Okay, let's see the 5 coolest robots on Earth.
number 5.
So it can be very difficult to buy a working robot that move like a human. These have trouble working. These are having trouble working. Like you see, it's very difficult because equilibrium is very hard to manage. It's not very cool. New generation robots. But we are getting much closer. Look at this robot run. How else could robots move like humans? Maybe they could jump? Hey, yes! People have built robots that can do gymnastics. There were even robots in the 2018 Olympics. Oh! Okay, nice. Number 4.
4.
Not all robots are like people. Here are robots that look like dogs. What do you think they could be useful for? So, what is the purpose? What is the interest of this kind of robot? What do you think? So you can think to the army, for military people, maybe for rescue also, for rescue people, and for camera. Yes, you can imagine many things. I didn't think that can be possible. It's crazy. It can help do dishes and even open doors. People are training the robot dogs to do more things every day. So kids, do you want a robot dog or a real dog? Oh la la. Can open door. Wow. A dog cannot open door like that. Okay. Let's see the number 3. Some robot fly. Wow. If you could create a flying robot, what would you want yours to look like? Oh. Yes, me, if I can create a flying robot, I want a robot can... Ooh. I want to climb on my flying robot and go to the sky. Wow, scientists made this flying robot look like a butterfly. But real butterfly are better.
Number 2.
Okay, people have even invented swimming robots. What are some ways that a swimming robot could be useful? Do you think maybe for rescue some people, or maybe more for exploration, or for scientists, or for control the population of fish or corals in the seas? Snake robot. This swimming robot can fit into tight place. It's great at fixing broken machine and pipe underwater. Yes, because humanity, have a big machine for take gas from the ground under the water. So for these people can be useful. Number 2, robots that look like fish can get up close to real fish without scaring them. Now they can study fish better. Yeah, it's like a camouflage. It's a discreet robot. But I think the other fish look him and say, "Wow, it's weird. It don't smell like me." And yeah. Okay, number 1. Okay, this person made a silly robot arm that make a mess. But how might robot arm and actually be helpful? That is very funny. That is nice. So robot arms could cook for you. Imagine if one of these was in your home or in a restaurant. But should be very expensive plates made by the robot. Robotic finger can do delicate tasks like chirurgy, helping people who are sick. Look at this one practice on a grape. Wow. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. No vote for us. No. Shh. No. Okay, have a good day. See you one other day. Bye bye.